never been much of a beanie guy, but I bought this beanie like a month ago. I really enjoy wearing it now. Now, I usually would not wear it inside in videos, but I just came in from outside. I'm about to go back outside. Beanie's gonna stay on. I enjoy the beanie. I'm a beanie guy now. Don't know what that says about me. Might be becoming a hipster and might move to the West Coast soon. Anyways, boys, 5 best plays in Madden 24. First and foremost, we're going to start off with a newer one that just came out, or that just became popular, and that is going to be out of only the Buffalo Bills playbook. It's called wide receiver short post. Now, a quick recap on the Buffalo Bills playbook. We have gun bunch, we have gun tight, we have gun Y off X close, which is essentially U trips, all really, really good. And then this trips tight end has a lot of good plays out of it, right? PA counter go, Bills Y post, which is behind me, that has that tight end post. It has verticals as well, which is just a classic, but we're focusing on wide receiver short post. And what this play utilizes, what makes it so good, is your wide receiver short post. Now, we have Hot Route Master, but I'm going to run most of these setups assuming you don't have route chems and you can just make them better by using route chems, okay? You don't need set feet lead. You don't need anything special. I'm going to make these very open to anybody of any team, any skill level, all that good stuff. Now, a really nice setup for this right here was something along the lines of this. We're going to zig that inside or that middle slot wide receiver in route or slant our inside slot, and then just streak our tight end, something to push people deep, although you could get a little flexible with that tight end, put them on like a flat or something, right? And really, the killer route on this play is this post route right here. Now, kind of the rules of thumb for a really good post route that you can use consistently is a post that is going to, one, beat man coverage, which this does. We have the zig right here, which is really nice. This play is just great against man. It has to beat man coverage, okay? And then it also needs to get underneath deep blues. That's what makes a post route so freaking good. If you can hit those things, it's going to be really good. Right there, you see it getting underneath that deep blue, Harrison Smith in the deep blue. And we're going to be able to run this against a variety of coverages. Now, you could also do a route combo kind of like this right here, where we're going to be able to attack zone really, really well out of this. Now, this is man, I believe it is. We had... Well, we'll just throw that because it beats man. And also, I guess that play would also beat man coverage pretty well, too. So that's another setup of that. It's going to do... I mean, we're going to beat the majority of things that we see, just straight up. Like, it will be very hard for a coverage to really defend us. I mean, we could just kind of spam these types of plays where we have running back in the backfield. Boom. We had X for a touchdown. We have RB for a touchdown. Nope, don't want to throw a block. I was told that EA improved wide receiver downfield blocking. Don't think they did. But, I mean, you can see, dude, like this play... So freaking good. Let's go. We have the zig. We're not going to throw it, though. We have X. Going to throw that. Bang. Touchdown. Touchdown if we wanted it. Awesome. And again, we have verticals out of this, too, right? So you could go, boom. Oh, now we're snapping verticals. Hut, hut. Here we go. Boom. And bada bing, bada boop. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. This stuff's tough, man. It is really, really good. The post route, man, it makes Bill's trips really, really good. Here we're going to throw a slant. Boom. Let's move on to our next play. Now, our next play is going to be double post out of the bunch offset. This can be found inside the Philadelphia Eagles and Indianapolis Colts playbooks, and double post, in my opinion, is the best play in Madden 24 as just a pure... You can just do anything from this bad boy, okay? So let's get into it. This playbook is really, really good. If you want a full breakdown of this, Civil.gg has you covered. My website that teaches people how to get better at John Madden Football. Code premium for 25% off. Link top description. So very basic setup that you can have is simply streak the point wide receiver, and that in and of itself, by itself, is going to beat the majority of coverages. Something that a lot of people don't do is they always look for the post and whatnot, but what you can do so much in this is you can attack with this tight end flat so aggressively, and if you throw it fast, it's very hard to stop this, right? Now, I'm not saying you're going to score a touchdown on this every play, but make them respect that flat, okay? They got to respect it. They have to. And then let's say, oh, they respected the flat. They didn't, but let's say they did. Well, sometimes you'll be able to throw that halfback either in the middle or kind of in the seam. I threw him a little late right there, and that is just going to make them have to respect everything underneath, and it's just so tough for the defense to defend. Now, right here, you see me making a nice throw to the C route. This is probably the most advanced throw in the game, and it's tough to do for a lot of players. But if you get good at throwing this C route, which is on the ISO wide receiver, this guy will beat a lot of things. Right there, I just overthrew him. I swear, practice mode has slightly different pass leads than in-game. I swear. But if you can throw this consistently, you are going to beat the... Wow, through pick. Doesn't matter. he is going to beat the majority of coverages, and you are going to open up a ton of your offense. Let's go Y now. You're going to see how this play is beating man coverage at a high clip. It's going to beat zone at a high clip. It's going to beat almost freaking everything at a super, super high clip. Let's see. Can we get zone, please? Let's go X again. Bang. I like to pass lead this thing down and then come back and ag catch it. And you'll be able to see it's able to get open a ton. And now, let's see if we can get this post route open. This is really the money maker on this play. Post route, bang, able to throw a laser. The thing with this post, very similar to wide receiver post or wide receiver short post from Bills, is that it gets over top yellows and underneath the blues. Right here, actually, Tampa 2 does a good job matching onto it. A little fun fact for you guys. Tampa 2 match on will actually do a good job stopping this play, but nobody does that, thankfully. Let's go here, boom, and we have a sack fumble. That's awesome. Now, another setup you could do for this really easily that I like to do quite a bit if you want a little bit more protection is something like this. Love doing this right here. This does such a good job. We have A, attacking that flat. We had the opportunity to throw the C route. We had the opportunity to throw the post. And again, we're going to be able to block a little bit better. Just overall, really good stuff. Let's go A. A is open. We'll go B super late. Dude, I swear the practice mode sheds are going wild right now. We'll go another play really fast. Boom. Can we get B? Give me B. Nope. It's going to be... My goodness gracious, dude. Gosh. Can we get one more play where we're not getting absolutely shedded instantly? Hut. Thank you. Boom. Y. You got to make people respect the flats. That's what this play does such a good job of. And then it makes them respect the flats and intermediate parts of the field. That's why I like so much about it, I think. That's why I think it's so cool. Boom. Back to it again. And users will start playing underneath. You'll be able to attack in the intermediate and over top with a bunch of other plays. Really good play to complement this with. Verticals. Super high level. Boom. And you can get swatted just like that. Doesn't matter. We're going to play numero tre. Play number 3 can be found in the bunch strong nasty formation, and it's called Y trail. Also, it can be found in the Broncos, Colts, Eagles, Steelers, Seahawks, and Buccaneers playbooks. So it's in a lot of different stuff, and you could run this alongside double post and have 2 of the best plays in the game. Now, you might be asking, Civil, why is this one of the best plays in the game? It's so diverse. That's why it's one of the best plays in the game. You can go from creating a really nice flood concept here to creating a really great man beater here. There's so many different things we can do. One of my favorite things to do, if I don't know if it's man or zone, is to block my halfback and then simply just zig my outside left guy and streak my outside right. We have 2 really good man beating routes and a really nice little mini flood combo on the right side. Let's see what we have here. I actually have a zone blitz, and we're going to be able to hit this corner route. Very easy to see. Feel free to screenshot some of these setups. I'm going to be showing you a bunch of different stuff out of this because it's so diverse. That's why it's so good. There's so many different things you could do from this. Let's go back here. Oh, it's man coverage. Cool. We'll hit the zig now. Have a huge lane to be able to run for a lot of rack. We love rack just like we're swiping on Tinder, Bumble, Hinge. It's all about the rack. And let's go right back here. Hut. What we got? Zone coverage. Oh, RB's open. Throw RB. Nice. Now, you could make this into just a simple flood if you want to make it a little bit more just, I guess, stereotypical basic route combo where we could do something like this. And now we just have a flood on the right side with the backside post. This is man coverage, and we end up getting screamed at, so should have just thrown A immediately, but I'm terrible at John Madden football, so just keep that in mind. And we'll go back to it right here. Hut. Let's go A against man coverage. Ooh, dang, I should have passed that up more. My fault. That's on me. But the angle route does do a really good job against man more often than not. We'll go back to this one again. We have RB open. You've got to make them respect this corner route, and you've got to make them respect the flats as well. Mind you, I'm not putting too many flats on the field right now, but it's just something that's so big in Madden in general. We'll go back to this flood concept now. They don't respect the flat. We throw the flat quickly, juke up, able to get 6-7 yards, and they have to start defending that so often. There's a bunch of different setups for this play. Another one I see a lot, although I don't run it, is this right here, where then we're going to wheel our halfback. And this right here, this is pretty hard to make the read on, but it is pretty good. We'll go boom, and yeah. I see it a lot. It's okay. It's fine. Dude, let's do this really fast. Boom. Not my favorite, but figured I'd show you guys this. Bang. Boom. Be able to hit that tight end. Nice. Not my favorite route combo. I like the other first 2 more, but a lot of people like that right there. All right, let's go to play number 4. The play flood from bunch strong offset. Only found in the New York Jets playbook. This play is one of the best and just like kind of like just toxic quick snap plays you can have in the game. Check this out. You have a stock fade. You have a stock flat, which is pretty good from the point guy. This tight end corner route is super deep. And then you have a backside dig route. So you really don't have to make a hot route unless you wanted to. And so really the best way to run this type of play, and really any play that's just super stock and like super good stock, is just snap the freaking ball. Because you got to think, dude, for them to defend a lot of this stuff, they have to set up defense for it. And if they have to set up, if you snap the ball fast, they just can't set up defense for it. It's pretty simple, right? Per usual, make them defend the flats. And you're going to be rocking with a really solid play. Now, there are some different things you could do to spice this up. One of the easiest things is simply just put your halfback on an in route. So now you're able to attack both flats. You're able to see what this in route here is able to do. And, you know, just having the halfback in route is a nice little check down. Make them respect underneath middle, underneath, you know, just across the board, right? Boom. Able to hit that halfback. Say we didn't like Andy on the other side. There's some pretty good yards. I do like doing that, although you just don't have to do that, if that makes sense. You can also zig your flat wide receiver, and he's going to do a better job against man coverage if you do think it's man. But, I mean, this play, nice. Good job, Sam Laporta. Thumbs up, everybody. Great job, teamwork. Great teamwork, everybody. I mean, this play as a whole, man, just, you run either hash, doesn't really matter. You just snap the rock. And here we go. Now, I'm going to show you a strategy to really, like, best utilize this type of thing here. Oh, get away. Goff. Very sad. Let me paint a picture for you guys, all right? I may have almost failed art class in high school, but I could paint when it comes to Madden, all right? Let's say we're in gun trips right now, right? We're running our normal offense. Say we have a little scheme. We run some bubbles, whatever. And then we go over here to bunch strong offset, and then audible over to flood. Audible. Now we're totally changing everything. And guess what? We're just going to go, here we go. And now we're balling. We're hooping, right? Boom. Now they have to defend so much. And just from that, it's like, dude, what do you do, right? Let's say you're one of those under center nerds, right? You could be a little under center nerd, and then you're running your little offense, right? Little inside zone here, halfback dive there, audible. Here we go. And just like this, I mean, we are rolling, right? Oh, I audible just to throw a check down underneath and get 10 yards. That's tough to defend, dude. That is tough to defend. There's a lot of really good stuff in this play. Gun bunch, trips, tight end, offset. Bunch strong offset, bunch tight end, whatever. And this also does have an RPO screen, so you could do this if you wanted to and be able to get some cheap yards. So it's not like it's just that play. I believe this also has verticals, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it's Durham, which is essentially verticals. So you do something like this. Right now you have verticals out of this. Probably not going to be able to get that. Yeah, doesn't matter. But I mean, such a good freaking play. It's fun. It's a fun play just to Here we go. Let's go. I'm going to throw A right in that little seam right there. Don't always have to wait for him to cut all the way out just so you're aware. And yeah, dude, like, when we talk about a good freaking play, man. Good. Heck yeah. Good play. Play number 5 is more of a scheme or more of a concept, and that is any sort of RPO run, especially when we're talking about under center or RPO bubbles from gun. Now, the Eagles playbook has a ton of these, but a lot of playbooks have a bunch of them. You want to really look for anything that has a stretch alert bubble, something like a zone alert bubble. The bubbles are typically better than the wide receiver screens in my experience. And if you're somebody who wants to run the ball, you want to run the ball using RPOs, okay? The adaptive AI, where they start to shed you more, does not activate on RPOs because I guess the defense doesn't register them as runs or something like that. So that is a huge thing. And you also just have the option to throw the bubble and be able to pick up cheap yards. So not only do they have to defend the run, they have to defend the pass as well, a little bit. Now, that isn't to say that you can't run a little halfback dives and stuff like that to keep them honest up the middle. But I do think you do want to really focus on running those RPOs and keeping those as a big part of your scheme. And again, you can do this from shotgun, right? Let's see something like trips, tight end, offset. You could run a lot of really good plays like verticals, like X under, and then also mix in this RPO alert bubble. I average 6 yards per time I call this play, and it's because it's such a counter to what everybody wants to do on defense. They want to blitz you, they want to do all these different things. Well, hey, buddy, boom. Now you have to defend this, and it's free, cheap yards. Again, not going to score a ton of huge touchdowns off this necessarily, but it's going to be something where they have to respect it. And this just applies under center, shotgun, doesn't really matter. And you can get creative from this. You really can. You can motion guys across, right? You can do something like this still. and I'm going to snap this ball right here. Why not? And we're just going to hand it off right here, but see what I'm saying? Like, you can still be creative. You can mix this into your normal scheme, and it's going to give a lot of people issues. The RPOs have been good since day one in this game, and they remain to be super freaking good, right? And it's just how it is. Now, what I don't like with the RPOs is I don't like some of these. Let's see if we can find them. Like these RPO zone peaks. These typically I've seen not to be as good. Like these routes you don't really want. You want the bubbles. And we caught that one, but like, you want the bubbles, typically. Okay, there are, of course, exceptions to everything. I'm not going to sit here and pretend like there's not. But typically, you want the bubbles. All right, boys, you enjoyed the video. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. A lot of you guys are not subscribed. You want full breakdowns of entire schemes, check out my website, civil.gg. We have a full bunch revamp coming here in a couple of days on the site. Code premium does get you 25% off. And hopefully, if you guys found this video helpful, let me know, right? If you want more videos like this, I like to sprinkle these in because I do want to help you guys out. For obviously, like, this is free, so like I want to help you guys out for free as much as I can, and I just like people getting better at Madden and winning more Madden games. Winning is fun, and I want everyone to have fun. Okay, enjoy.